Hey guys, welcome back to the channel today. We actually have something very cool that I'm going to be doing with the 2014 behind me. We are actually going to start labeling this car Project Hell-Scat. A lot of you might not like that because you say, oh, that's not a Scat Pack and it's not a Hellcat. Well, get over yourself. So, the reason we're going to call this car Project Hell-Scat is because it has Scat Pack package suspension. It has Scat Pack interior, and it is actually going to have a OEM Scat Pack hood, and we're actually going to be putting an OEM Hellcat front end on it, just with the Scat Pack hood instead of the Hellcat hood. I am working out a deal right now to try and get a Hellcat hood, so hopefully that comes through today. If it does, cool, we'll have a complete OEM Hellcat front end on it. So what this video is basically going to be is I'm going to be taking and completely dismantling the front end of this car. This entire front end is going to be for sale. Basically, what it is here, I'll move to the side. It's the SRT front bumper. I have halogen style headlight housings in it with HID lights, which actually, if I unlock the car, so it's got HIDs in the headlights. It has an SRT Hellcat hood with hood pins installed. Basically, this entire front end will come complete if somebody wants to buy it. It's going to be the hood, front bumper, complete with all grills, headlights, fog lights, bezels, fenders, header panel. Basically everything that, say you have a Magnum, you want to do a charge 'em front end, you're going to be able to. You'll have a really nice start. Or if you wrecked your car and you want something else, blah, blah, blah. This is something that I want to sell this complete. I don't want to sell the hood and bumper and have fenders and headlights and a header panel laying around. I want all of this gone together as a package. I have some people who are interested in it already, but you know how that goes. People say, oh, I want it, never show up, or they, dick you around for a couple days, and by that point somebody else buys it. So, this is going to be a two-part video. Right now is going to be the teardown of this front end. That's going to be in the super sped up scenes. So you're going to see that, and this will be part one. And then at the end of tearing this down, I'm actually going to go through and kind of explain a little more, because I know a lot of people are thinking, oh man, this front end conversion is not going to work. I did this conversion years ago, and I ended up abandoning the project midway through simply because the headlights were so expensive at the time. I think they were $1,200–$1,300 a piece, and now I actually have this entire front end together, and I think I have $1,200 into the entire front end, and that includes OEM Hellcat bumper with grills, bezels, both headlights, the Scat Pack hood, brand new OEM fenders with bumper brackets, basically everything. I'm not going to be putting a belly shield on this. I don't like them. They trap heat. That's why I don't use engine covers either. It traps heat in the engine bay, and it's just bad news for what my opinion is of it. And I'm not sure if the splash guards or the wheel guards are going to be the same for the 15 and up front end as they are for the 11 to 14. So that's something I have to figure out. If they are not the same, maybe I'm going to look and see if I can maybe trim, modify, whatever I can do to get them to fit. If it's not going to look good, I'm going to toss those out. And then I'll just order the correct 15 and up style, wheel splash guards, because we all know these front ends are the same. And don't be fooled if you're looking this up and you're looking parts up and you're saying, well, the only thing that transfers over from the 11 to 14 to 15 up is the rear doors. That's not true. That's not true at all. I have a 2012 right now that has 2016 front doors on it. So it's not true. So, we're going to see how this goes. Obviously, I believe it has been done before, but it hasn't been documented to this extent. So I'd like to document it so that way anybody else who wants to do this front end conversion, I can have a complete list of parts. In the next video, when I go to put this entire front end together, I'm going to have all the parts laid out. I'll have the hood sitting down, I'll have the bumper, the fenders, the headlights, the header panel. I'll have everything needed and, to visually show, hey, this is what you're going to need. And then you're going to watch me all put it on the car. So you're going to watch me put it on the car, find out what's going on, find out what fitting issues I'm going to have. of course, with any kind of stuff like this, you're going to play for a few hours with final fitment and gap. OEM stuff is going to be a lot easier to play with and get it to fit correctly. It's with me, I specialize in collision repair, so this is going to be a no-brainer, piece of cake for me. But guys that that really don't know too much about it, but they want to tackle this on their own, this video is for those guys, so you can see just how easy it is. I mean, it's literally a few hours worth of work if you have all the parts sitting around. I'm prematurely taking this apart, and this is going to sit in my garage because I'm currently unable to drive it. I swapped in a 306 rear diff, tried to program in the rear differential axle code in with Alpha OBD into the body computer. Well, you have to program it into the PCM and the TCM, and Alpha OBD does not have that ability. So I have to physically have my car tuned. And, well, while it's sitting, might as well do something else big to it and update the channel. So this car is now just going to be a garage queen. There's going to be a lot more updated videos on this car. If anybody's got any suggestions on what they would like to see, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this, because this is definitely going to be something that I'm sure a lot of you 11 to 14 guys are going to want to see. And also, we're getting rid of these wheels. They're going to be for sale. I don't know how much yet. The tires are bald all the way around. Tires are garbage. The rims are in pretty good shape. They got tire pressure sensors in them, whole nine, blah, blah, blah. We're going to be going with something different. I want something a little more aggressive on it, especially if we're going to go with a Hell-Cat front end. I'm not going to go with Hell-Cat wheels. I think that's, that's just going a little too OEM. I want something deep dish in the back. I want a deep dish look, basically. So we're gonna end this segment of the video here. So probably from around right about this point right here, it'll start jumping into me taking this front end apart. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so we just finished up with the front end teardown. Unfortunately, my camera decided to not catch every bit of it. It cuts out right at about where the front bumper comes off of it, which is unfortunate because it's actually really cool to watch something in time lapse just get blown apart into pieces. It's like it takes 10 seconds to get a front end off. So got about 8 seconds of a time lapse, which was really about 15 minutes worth of filming. I have no idea what's going on with my camera these days. It seems that something's going on where it'll record some of what I'm actually doing, and other times that, if I walk away and I let it do what it's going to do, it for some reason it just cuts off and stops recording. So I think it's time to invest in a new camera. But here is the front end of the car all torn apart. So we've got fenders, both front fenders, the hood, header panel, headlights, front bumper, all removed and taken off. We're going to leave the inner fender well liners for now. And here is everything that we took off. Let me see if I can get this camera off of this tripod. Here's everything we took off. So we got both of our front fenders over here. Our header panel is above it right there. Our front bumper is here. Our little trim pieces are there. Our hood is right over here. And of course, both headlights are hidden on either side of the bumper. So, man, I'm really bummed that footage got messed up. But hopefully for the next time around, we're going to have the footage of the entire front end going back on that car. So I'm actually going to take everything that I just took off of it, and I'm going to take some pictures of it off the car, and I'm going to list it up for sale. It's already been listed before, but you know how people on Facebook and Craigslist are. Oh, what's wrong with the car? I'll take, is the whole car that price? Come on guys, read a listing. Seriously? I'm sure we've all dealt with this. We got those idiots that just don't know how to read. Don't want to read a listing and see that it's parts off of this car for sale, not the entire car. So that's one of the main reasons I took this whole front end apart, so I can get pictures of the individual front end pieces. That way I don't have to deal with morons trying to ask me what's wrong with the car. Well, none of your business. It's not for this. So that's where we're gonna end this video. like I said, man, I'm really bummed that didn't come out right. But one thing I will leave you guys with for this front end conversion that a lot of people don't really know. These here, this is your main connector for your headlights. This is for your little, park light. This is for one of your park lights / turn signal. You have to rewire these and put on a 2015 and up charger pigtail in order for those things to work. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna leave those factory plugs in, and I'm gonna tap into the harnesses just in case for whatever reason this car gets wrecked. God, that'd break my heart. If it gets wrecked and it's repairable, but I can't afford to put the Hell-Cat stuff back on it, I guess I can just downgrade back to an 11 to 14 front end and everything will still plug in. So, so next video will be assembly of this front end with the 2015 and up Hell-Cat and Scat Pack stuff. So guys, we're gonna leave it here, and like I said, comment, subscribe, join the alerts, share it. Trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers here, so that I can start going live and doing some Q&As. If we get up to 1,000 subscribers, I'm actually going to have a contest where I'm going to be giving away something. I have to figure out what it is exactly that I'm going to be giving away just yet. But if you guys got some suggestions, comment down below. See what we should give away. And like I said, what I'm wanting to keep an eye on here is actually it's going to be the 1,000th subscriber is going to be the winner of this prize that we're going to have. So actually, I don't know if we're going to do it that way. That's a little unfair for the rest of you guys that have actually helped bump the channel up to 1,000 subscribers. So what we're going to do is if we get 1,000 subscribers, and once my live is able to be activated on YouTube, I'm going to go live and we're going to do a raffle. You guys are going to, I'm going to have everybody, all 1,000 of these subscribers, their names are going to go into a jar, and what's going to happen is I'm going to mix it up and we're going to pick 3 of those subscribers, and there'll be a first, a second, and a third place prize. We're going to figure out what those prizes are in a later video and a later time. If anybody's got any suggestions, please throw them out. It can be anything from some hoodie gear, something with the channel's name on it, to, maybe something off the Hell-Cat Scat Packs builds. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But I'm going to leave this video here. This will be the end of it, guys. Like I said, subscribe and keep your eye out.